Hi, I'm Reagan Mauk. I am the 2023 North Carolina Outstanding Teacher of the Gifted. To have that recognition from my peers, to say that I am the best not only in New Hanover County but in the state of North Carolina is just such a humbling honor, and it really motivates me actually to continue growing my program here at Myrtle Grove and making sure that my students are being met where they are every day and challenged to learn something every day when they come into our building. So guessing and checking works, but remember earlier when we were talking about the substitution equations, that when you're up here and you solve for 1 and then you go back in and substitute it, you can do the same thing down here.
But we can't exactly square.
All right, so what do you get? Coming to work every day is challenging for me to look at the middle school curriculum, look at the students who are in front of me, and figure out how to make sure that they're learning something new, that they're not just going through the motions, and that there's something put in front of them that they find interesting and engaging. You know, there are 6th graders doing algebra and asking me about the Pythagorean theorem. And it takes a hot minute to make sure that you can keep up with some of these kids and really provide them with the kind of education that we want all of our students to have, but that they are learning and growing every day when they're here in our building. And I feel like that's a really big responsibility for me and the other teachers to work together to make that happen for them. The square root of 169 minus y squared. So
13 minus y.
13 minus y.
I was right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that New Hanover County is lucky enough to have a very strong, we're one of the strongest gifted programs in the state of North Carolina. We are looked to as a flagship program and something to emulate, so I feel very lucky to be a part of that. We have dedicated specialists at almost every school in the county. All of the men and women that I work with in the gifted program put their heart and soul into what they do every day to make sure that New Hanover County is meeting the needs of all of its students. Our response, which was x equals 13 minus y, remember that's the value we got for x. So we took our x value from this and we plugged it in over here. 13 minus y squared. We put it in for that value.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So now you have one variable and you can solve. We have to remember that students are more than just a test score and more than their grades. And even if they have all A's and B's and they're doing well on our assessments, there are still ways that we can grow them and nurture them and provide for them. And for me, being a gifted specialist, particularly at the middle school level, is striking that balance, making sure that we are taking care of the academics, but that we're also taking care of the whole student. We have to look at all of the pieces. And being a gifted specialist, working with teachers to meet those needs and working with students to meet those needs really is kind of the best of all worlds in getting to be a part of education.